Okay, everyone. This program, I call this one Systema. It's based on I studied Systema for a number of years, and one of the way they used to exercise was keeping continuous tension over movement. They used to do with partner work and whatever, and I thought that'd be nice way of strengthening the body. So I put together a little program. We've done this before, but I've altered it. I'm always like to change things, so I've changed it. Hopefully it'll be a little better today. Okay. Anyway, we'll start off like we normally do. So big toe, little toe, heel in contact with the floor, weight in the center of your feet, knees relax. Ease your kangaroo's tail till it rests on the floor. Shoulder blades slide down your back to lift your sternum. And then you spread your shoulder blades to the side, tongue on the roof of your mouth. Rest your chin on your invisible apple. Your elbows sink down, the baton floats up, and you reach around a big soap bubble. Put your attention in the middle of that big soap bubble and imagine a ball of energy rotating horizontally. As it does so, it pulls energy down your left arm through the baton and up the right in a circle. Off we go. And then reverse, rotate the opposite way, pushing energy down your right arm through the baton and up the left. Keep your shoulder blades open, push your spine back, grab your invisible orange, drive your head back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, gently release, and then squeeze your shoulder blades together, keep squeezing them together, and slide them into your back pocket. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then just relax, and then we're going to do the next one slightly differently. So we start off by sucking your stomach in, trying to get your stomach to touch the back of your spine. Keep sucking your stomach in tightly and then try and expand your chest at the same time. Remember to breathe. Okay, so pulling your stomach in, expanding your chest, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and relax. So good stomach exercise. Come into your goat riding stance and then push your bum back, bending your knees. Sometimes I look around, people are pushing the bum back, but you're not bending your knees. You need to bend your knees as if you're sitting on a chair behind you. Keep pushing back until you're right back on your heels. Then take your arms behind you, squeeze your shoulder blades, drive them into your back pocket as you lift your chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then relax. Sit down a little bit further, push your bum back a little further still. Lengthen your arms forwards and lift your thumbs to the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and relax. Then we come to riding horse, and then we just sit down nice and relaxed in this position. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And relax. Just come up, just kick your heels down. Heels together, and then we just do our neck ones. Lengthen your head, turn as far as you can towards the window, Hands on your head, the other side. Try and push your head forward strongly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Completely relax and then turn your head another couple of inches. Hold that new position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hands on your head and then ease your head round another couple of inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Relax, lengthen your neck. Turn as far as you can the other way till your head locks. Hands on your head, try and turn it to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Completely relax. Should be able to turn your head another couple of inches. Hold that new position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fingers on your head. Ease your head round another couple of inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Relax. Drive your head back till it sticks. Hands on your forehead. Try and push your head forwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Completely relaxed. Take your head back another couple of inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And release. Okay. Just as we normally do as part of the warm-up, ring the bell. Remember, the baton is close to your body, and as you come up onto the balls of your feet, close to your body, coming down, just gently lowering your heels. Sometimes, look, and people drop your heels too fast. It's a slow movement down, slow movement up. And we're going to do it with the breathing, tongue on the roof of your mouth, in through your nose, out through your mouth, and breathe in, drift up. Spread the elbows, breathe out, elbows sink, and the baton follows. 2, in, and out. 3, in, and out. 4, in, and out. 5, in, and out. 6, in, right on the balls of your feet, and out. Slowly lower. 7, in, and out. 8, in, and out. 9, in, and out. 10, in, and out. 11, in, and out. And relax. So the way we're going to do the Systema today, we used to do it forwards and back, up and down, side to side, rowing about, all this sort of thing. But I think it's better if we adopt the system we've used in one of the other programs, which is we have a circle, okay, and then you have an equidistant cross in the middle, okay. So the center of the cross lines up with the center of your chest, and then so you come up the top of the cross, quarter circle, back to the center, up, quarter of a circle, back to the center, down, quarter of a circle, back to the center, down, quarter of a circle, back to the center. And that counts as one session, okay? And by doing that, it's actually exercising in all different directions, isn't it? Without having to think about doing all this other stuff. When you're doing it today, it's slightly different. Normally when I say, you know, if you turn, you keep your center on the baton, and you turn, the center follows the center of the baton. Not in this exercise. In this exercise, you keep your pelvis square, because as you are doing this movement, you're trying to exercise these muscles a bit more, okay? You keep your stomach, your navel pointing forwards, okay? The important thing is, when you come across, no hand goes over your center line, okay? So that's far enough. That's far enough. So roughly lines with your chin, roughly lines with the center again, roughly lines with just about 3 fingers below your navel. Okay? So, important thing to remember is we are squeezing, okay? So we're going to squeeze and try and pull apart at the same time, okay? So squeeze your baton. Now it's 60% of your strength, no more than 60%, okay? Because the idea is that you're going to really nourish your tendons and your ligaments. So we're not trying to strain your tendons, we're trying to strengthen them. So 60%. So get 60%, you've got a rough idea, just over half your strength. So off we go. So we go up. Still squeezing and pulling apart, and to the left. Quarter of a circle. And back to the center. Still pulling apart. And up. Still pulling apart, and down to the right. Still pulling apart, and down, and a quarter of a circle, and back to the center, and down, quarter of a circle, back to the center, and relax. And you just feel at the end, yeah, I can just start to feel that. I can feel that in my muscles, I can feel that in my ligaments, my tendons, okay? But without straining. Because we're going to do 3 sets, okay? So we're going to do another set, the same. So your arms will be starting to get tight here. It's important to keep the pressure the same throughout. What we don't want is loads of pressure at the beginning and just fading halfway through. So make a pressure you can maintain throughout the movement. Squeeze, pull the arms apart. Keep squeezing and pulling throughout. 60%. Off we go. So we go up and left and back. And up, and right, and back, and down. I forgot to tell you to keep breathing. And left, and back, and down, and right, and back, and relax. Okay, and again, you should already start to feel that strengthening effect on your arms and your chest, your back, your shoulders. Okay, have a little rest in between. It's the exercise police, if you can hear that. Coming to arrest us all for trying to be healthy. Right, okay. So sit in your kangaroo tail. And back to this position again. Squeeze just 60% of your strength, not maximum. Pull 60%. Last set, so stick with it. Keep that pressure on. And slowly up. Slowly to the left. Slowly back to the center. Slowly up. slowly to the right, back to the center, slowly down, to the left, back to the center, slowly down, to the right, back to the center, and relax. And just relax your arms a little bit. Okay. So, we've only got to learn that one movement. Everything else follows from that. So, same, equidistant cross, up and round and so on. But this time, instead of pulling out, you're going to crush in, squeeze, and try and squeeze your hands together. And this will, the other way will get more your shoulders and your deltoids. This will get more your pectoral muscles and your biceps. So off we go. So nice and relaxed again. So squeeze 60%. Squeeze together as if you're trying to crush the back and make it smaller. Off we go. Up and to the left and center and up. Still squeezing together to the right and center and down to the left and center and down to the right and center and relax. And this is cumulative, okay? It's building up your muscular stamina. All right. Okay, so have a little bit of a rest. Give yourself a few seconds to recover. Breathe nice and deeply in the stomach. Don't forget to breathe when you're doing these exercises. Nice and relaxed. Second set. Off we go. So keep your shoulders back and down. Sit on your kangaroo's tail. Squeeze your hands tightly, 60%. Squeeze inwards, 60% of your strength. Off we go. So we go up. 3, 4, and to the left. And back to the center. Still squeezing together. And up. And to the right. And back to the center. And down. And up to the left. And back to the center. And down. Still squeezing. Up to the right. And back to the center. And relax. So by the time you get to the end of the set, you should start to feel it a little bit of slight burning sensation, and then you know you're working hard enough. A little bit of a rest, only close your hands, because it's quite heavy duty on the hands. Very good for the grip as well, this. Final set for this one. Are you ready? So we squeeze and squeeze them together. Keep squeezing together. And we go up. Keep breathing, remember. And to the left. And back to the center. And up. And to the right. And back to the center. And down, gripping and squeezing, and up to the left, and back to the center, and down, to the right, and back to the center, and relax. Relax your hands. Just shake your hands round. Now we've got a couple more to do, but we're going to not do 3 sets for this. We're only going to do 1 set each, but we're going to swap the hands over. Okay, so this time, going to come back to pulling apart, pulling the baton apart, but this time you're going to have one hand above the other. So we're going to have your left hand on the top, your left hand on the top, right hand underneath. So you're going to grip, and as if you're trying to snap a rope, okay? Important on this one, keep your shoulders down. Don't let your shoulder come up and your elbows come up. Keep your shoulders down as you pull, and as you lift, you're still keeping your shoulders, you know, in their sockets and your shoulder blades down your back. So off we go. Nice squeeze together. Start at your central point, and off we go. Up, still pulling apart. Squeezing your hands, and to the left, pulling apart and squeezing. And back to the center. And up. And to the right. And back to the center. And down. And to the left, back to the center, still pulling apart, and down, back to the right, and back to the center, and relax. Okay, everybody all right? A little bit of a break. And then we swap the hands over. So this time, the right hand's on the top. Okay, do the same movement, but with the right hand on the top. Okay, so grip tightly. 60% though, 60%, no more than 60%, that's all you need. So grip tightly, 60%, pull apart, 60%. Off we go. Up. And left. And back to the center. And up. And right. Still pulling apart. Back to the center. And down. And to the left. And back to the center. And down. To the right. Still squeezing and pulling back to the center. And relax. Just have a little bit of a rest. Just ease your hands. Okay. And then we do the same thing again. These are the final 2 sets. We're doing it like this. So we're doing it again. This time, you're trying to crush your hands together. Okay, trying to crush your hands together. So we'll all start with the left hand on the top. Your hands should be aching a little bit by now. Yeah, are they? Yeah, good. Okay, so squeeze your hands. Grip tightly, and then squeeze your hands together. And off we go. So we go up. Squeezing together, and to the left, and back together, and up, and to the right, back to the center, and down. Still squeeze those hands together, and up to the left, and back to the center, and down, and to the right, and back to the center, and relax. Okay, And close your hands. I've got one final one. Apparently, you know, if you do a maintained contraction for a while, that's really good for the tendons and the ligaments. Just doing a big contraction, relaxing, you know, hard and relax isn't as good. You need that constant pressure that encourages the tendons to thicken and get stronger. As we get older, it's obviously our tendons that go ping, isn't it, and our ligaments rather than our muscles. Okay. So, right hand on the top this time. Last one. So, shoulders back and down, sit in your kangaroo's tail. Squeeze 60%. So, stick with it for the last one. Push your hands together. And off we go. Up. And to the left. And back to the center. And up. And to the right. And back to the center. And down. And up to the left. And back to the center. And down. To the right. Back to the center. And relax. Okay. Shake your arms out.
So it's the done with his arm, can't
Okay. And then we grab your mats. Okay, and we're going back to some of the old favourites now. So we're starting off with row the boat, like we normally do. So breathing in, leaning back 45 degrees, breathing out, elbows sink, express as you come forward. Okay, keeping your back nice and straight. Keep your sternum lifted, resting your chin on your invisible apple. Off we go. Breathe in. And out. 2, in. And out. 3, in. And out. 4, in. And out. 5, in. And out. 6, in. And out. 7, in. And out. 8, in. And out. 9, in. And out. 10, in. And out. 11, in. And out. 12, in. And out. And in. And out. Relax. Put your attention in your belly. Breathe in, roll the ball forwards. And breathe out, roll it back again. Now the next one, we breathe in and the back of your hand goes over your knee. Now remember when we talked about doing the isometrics, you didn't move your navel, now you do. Your navel has to follow the centre of your back. So you breathe in, back from here, and then so we're twisting the belly as we come around the knee, draw back and twisting the belly as you go around the other side. It's all working your waist and your core. Okay, And remember to come back to the 45-degree angle each time. So off we go. We'll go through the elements. So yin, in, out, round the left knee with the right hand, in, around the right knee with the left hand, earth, in, out, right to left, in, out, left to right, metal, in, out, right to left, in, out, left to right, water, in, out, right to left, in, out, left to right, wood, in, out, right to left, in, out, left to right, yeah, fire, in, out, right to left, in, out, left to right, yang, in, and right to left, in, and left to right, and in, and out, relax. Put your attention in your belly, imagine a ball of energy there. Breathe in, roll the ball forwards. And breathe out, roll it back again. And then we walk the hills. So, soles of your feet together, knees apart, you breathe in. As you breathe out, you try and walk the hills. Go up these here hills. Try and go up the hills. And it's not your arms moving, it's your body. Okay? So nice and relaxed. Breathe in, let the elbows spread. And breathe out. Off we go. Push. In. Imagine the colour yellow. Out. In. White. Out. In. Black or dark blue. Out. In. Green. Out. In. Red. Out. In. And out, relax. Rest your feet on the floor again. Put your attention in your belly. Breathe in, roll the ball forwards. And breathe out, roll it back again. And then we're going to do the leg exercises from program 1. So raise your foot just an inch above the ground. That's when it comes back to you. You don't rest it on the ground each time. And as you breathe in, you push your heel away from you and raise your leg up nice and high as you can. And then slowly back down again. 4 beats for the in-breath, 4 beats from the out-breath. In through your nose, out through the mouth. And breathe in. And breathe out. Yellow, in. And out. White, in. And out. Black or dark blue, in. And out. Green, In and out. Red. In and out. Yang. In and out. And then swap legs, and we do the same thing the other way. Pushing your heel away from you throughout. Don't push your toe, it's your heel. So raise an inch above the floor, and breathe in, push. And out. In. And out. In, pushing the heel away from you. And out. In. And out. In. And out. In. And out. And in and out, relax. Bend your knees, put your attention in your belly. Breathe in, roll the ball forwards. And breathe out, roll it back again. And onto your side. So, arm out stretched, rest your head on your arm. The lower leg is nicely bent to give you plenty of support. 7 repetitions again. And as you keep your foot horizontal, your head, shoulders, hips and ankles should all be in a straight line. So off we go. Breathe in, lift. And out, slowly lower. 2, lift, and out. 3, lift, and out. 4, lift, and out. 5, lift, and out. 6, lift, and out. 7, lift, and out, relax. And then roll over to the side. Bent legs, nicely supported, body in a straight line, head resting on your arms, keep your spine straight. Lift the foot slightly to start and breathe in and out, slowly lower. 2, in and out. 3, in and out. 4, in and out. 5, in and out. 6, in and out. 7, in and out, relax. Roll over onto your face. Put your attention in your belly. Breathe in, roll the ball forwards. And breathe out, roll it back again. And now we do rear leg raises. Now, you're not going to lift your leg very high. Keep it as straight as possible. It will bend a little bit. But try and keep your pelvis pressed against the floor. And again, you're pushing your heel away from you, not your toe. Heel away from you helps to keep your back nice and protected. So off we go. Right leg first, so raise the toe slightly, push the heel away from you and breathe in. Out lower. 2, in. Out lower. 3, in. Out lower. 4, in. Out lower. 5, in. Out lower. 6, in. Out lower. 7, in. And relax. And then we do the same thing the other way. So push your heel away from you and breathe in, lift. And lower. 2, lift. And lower. 3, lift. And lower. 4, lift. And lower. 5, lift. And lower. 6, lift, in. Out lower. 7, in. And out, relax. Put your attention in your belly. Breathe in, roll the ball forwards. And breathe out, roll it back again. And then roll onto your side again. This time the lower leg is going to be straight and your knee of the other leg is behind. So the rear leg is behind and you're pointing the knee to the ceiling, again resting on your arm. As you breathe in, you push the leg up and down, so getting the inside of the thigh. So off we go. So lift the foot an inch above the floor to start, and off we go. Breathe in, lift. Out, relax. 2, in. And out. 3, in. And out. 4, in. And out. 5, in. And out. 6, in. And out. 7, in. And out, relax. And then roll onto the other side. So off we go, same thing. Knee pointing to the ceiling, foot horizontal, nice straight back, and in, lift, without lower. 2, in. Out lower. 3, in. Out lower. 4, in. Out lower. 5, in. Lower. 6, in. Out lower. 7, in. And out, relax. And then roll onto your back. And this time, we're going to do 6 beats of the metronome, because we're going to come right up on to your shoulders. Remember to peel your vertebrae off one at a time and stick them back down again one at a time. Don't flatten your back. Keep nice and curved. Draw your heels in, close to your bum, so get plenty of height on the movement. And at the top of the movement, last 2 beats, if you want to, you can tighten your buttocks a little bit more. A little bit of a squeeze on your bum when you get to the top. Off we go. Breathe in. And squeeze. And out. Relax. 2. In. Squeeze. And out. Relax. 3. In, really curl that bum high, squeeze, and out. And in. 4, squeeze, and out. 5, in, squeeze, and out. 6, in, squeeze, and out. Final one, and in, squeeze, and out. And relax. And then we roll over. And we have a little stretch. So stretch your back out, push it on one direction, your arms the other. And come to a kneeling position. Let your head clear. And then come to a standing position. And then put your mats away. Okay, so normally we do lie on the back to do the knees drops, but there's another version I'm going to teach you today for those that can't lie on the floor. So this one, we start off in bear stance. You breathe in, you bring the arms above your head. As you breathe out, keep your pelvis still. You rotate this way, breathe in, breathe out, rotate this way, breathe in, breathe out. Do that twice, and then the third set we hold, and then we move to a different position. 3 positions, the same as the lying down one. It gets the 3 sections of the spine, lower, middle, and upper. Okay? So nice and relaxed. Sit on your kangaroo's tail. Nice posture. And breathe in. Breathe out, turn to the left. Breathe in. Breathe out to the right. Breathe in. Breathe out, relax. And then the second set. Breathe in. Breathe out left. Make sure your knees stay still. Breathe in. And to the right. Breathe in. Breathe out, relax. Breathe in, arms above your head. Breathe out, twist to the left. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, turn to the front. Breathe out to the right. Breathe in, hold. Breathe out, hold. Breathe into the front. Breathe out, relax. Now the next section, we're going to do the same movement, but we're going to go from riding a horse. So 2 batons width, sitting on your kangaroo's tail, and you just incline your body 45 degrees. Okay, so as you breathe in, you incline your body 45 degrees, no more than 45, and the weight should stay in the center of your feet, so slightly adjust so the weight stays in the center of your feet, and then we do our twists. Okay. So off we go. Breathe in, lean. 45 degrees, stay at that position. Breathe out, twist to the left. Breathe in, unwind. Breathe out, twist to the right. Breathe in, unwind. Breathe out, straighten. Okay, so it's the same move as before, but at an angle. Second set, off we go. Breathe in, 45 degrees. Breathe out, twist left. Breathe in, unwind. Twist right. Breathe in, unwind. Breathe out, straighten. Just relax a moment. And then we do the same thing, but we hold it, okay? So off we go. Breathe in, 45 degrees. Twist left. Hold it there. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, unwind. Breathe out, twist to the right. Breathe in, hold it there. Breathe out, hold it there. Breathe in, unwind. Breathe out, straighten. Final position. We're in a leg triangle. Okay, so we're gradually working up the spine. And this time you bend as far as you can comfortably. Now keep your knees relaxed. I can still wobble my knees here. I'm not tensing my legs. My legs are nice and relaxed. They're just in a leg triangle stance. And we lean forward as far as you can comfortably. Don't force it. And we maintain that position for the twist. Okay, so it's similar to the other two. So keep the legs relaxed. Off we go. Breathe in, forwards. Breathe out, twist left. Breathe in, unwind. Breathe out, twist right. Breathe in, unwind. Breathe out, straighten. A little relax, let your head clear. And off we go again. Breathe in. Breathe out, twist left. Breathe in, unwind. Breathe out, twist right. Breathe in, unwind. And breathe out, relax. Keeping your legs relaxed. In, forwards. Breathe out, twist left. Breathe in, hold it there. Breathe out. Breathe in, unwind. Breathe out to the right. Breathe in, hold it there. Breathe out, hold it there. Breathe in, unwind. And breathe out straight. and keep your heels down. So that is just a different version of the one that we normally do when we're lying down. Okay, so riding a horse, just time for our cheek cut out, nice and relaxed, elbows down, baton lines up the center of your chest. Remember, as you breathe in, your fingers become heavy, that causes your elbows to lift. So off we go, start with the elbows down, and breathe in. And breathe out, hold it there. In, elbows sink. Breathe out, hold it there. Breathe in. Keep breathing in. Arms forward and between your legs. Keep breathing in, breathing in, breathing in. Hold your breath. And breathe out. Unwind, elbows down. Into the belly. Breathe in. And breathe out. Fingers heavy, breathe in. And breathe out, elbows sink, baton sinks. Pivot on your right heel, turn your belly towards your toes. Pull the other leg in. Well done, everyone.